What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time 3D. In the last episode, we almost finished up the water temple. In this episode, we're going to finish up the rest of the temple and challenge the boss. So, the boss is actually right over here. Now, we don't have the boss key just yet, so we can't go and challenge him. But, what I want to do is create a little bit of a shortcut for myself. So, I'm going to enter this room right here, and then immediately exit. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to play Farore's Wind, and Farore's Wind locks you to the last door that you exited in the temple. So by going through that door, I've set my position right in front of the boss, so once I do get the boss key, I can just warp directly back here regardless of the water level or where I am in the temple, and it'll save me a lot of time. Now that that is out of the way, we are free to carry on with the rest of this temple. So what I'm going to do is sink all the way back down to the bottom to where we saw Princess Ruto and lower the water back down to its lowest point. We only have to mess with the water like 2 more times. We have to lower it and then raise it to its second point again, and we should be good because I placed Farore's Wind up there. The reason why we gotta do this is because there's one small key that we need to collect and a gold Skulltula. Actually, you might even be able to get this gold Skulltula while the water is on level 3. I should have checked that out, but in the end it doesn't really matter because, well, the water has to be at level 2 to go get that small key anyway, so really wouldn't have saved me that much time. But let's go and play Zelda's Lullaby. So long, water. We'll see you again real soon. Okay, so there's really nothing that we can do on level 1 when the water is at level 0. So we're going to go back into the central tower and actually raise the water back up to its second level. Now there is something that we haven't done on floor 1 just yet, but the water needs to be on level 2 to actually do that. So let's just go and raise the water real quick by hookshotting up here. But before we raise the water, look behind you once you get up here, because there's your gold Skulltula. So yeah, you probably could get this one on level 3, but like I said, doesn't really matter, not going to save you that much time. Now that we have it, let's just go and raise the water again. And there's our friend the water. See, it's like it never even left. Okay, so now that the water is on level 2, we need to exit the central tower. There is nothing in here that we want to do. Instead, let's go solve a puzzle. So let's go all the way to the right again. And there should be an ice switch over here. Yep, there it is. So what you're going to want to do is, of course, shoot it with your arrows, and then that'll open up the gate. So immediately take out your long shot and go all the way across. Now you need the long shot to do this, which is why I had to, unfortunately, lower the water level again just to get back here to do it. Anyways, let's pull out this block as far as we possibly can. It'll lock into place once you pull it out all the way. So there you go. And now we need to get out of here and go back into the main hub. So let's hookshot up here. This will actually take you to level 3. Unfortunately, there's not really much you could do since the water's on level 2. So we'll just jump back down, and guess what? We have to do that same exact puzzle all over again. Yay! Because we have to push that block forward now just to get access to a chest. Another very, very tedious puzzle in the water temple. But yeah, as you can tell, they don't give you a lot of time to do that, so be quick about it. Anyways, let's go and push this block forward. You don't have to push it all the way forward, just far enough so that Link can squeeze through and open this chest, which of course is going to contain another small key. And now that we've got the Skulltula, the 2 small keys, we've collected everything but the boss key in this temple. So let's go and grab that. Yeah, we had to do all that just so we could go and get the boss key. Gotta love this temple. Anyway, so you remember when I said that there was an area down in level 1 that we haven't explored yet? Well, now is the time to go and explore it. And this is why the water temple is so cruel. So you got 2 small keys. You're probably thinking, 2 or 3 rooms, and the boss key will be mine and we can move on, right? Wrong. You got like 4 or 5 rooms to go through, and they all have their own puzzle. So yeah, we still got quite a bit to do. Let's just hookshot over here, or long shot rather. I'm still probably going to call it the hookshot, by the way. It really doesn't make that big of a difference. But in this room you have just a bunch of Tektites staring at you awkwardly. So let's take them out with our arrows real quick, and trust me, you're going to want to take them out. All you gotta do in this room is swim across to the door on the other side, but These Tektites, if you leave them alone, will not make it easy on you. They will just all bombard you and make it practically impossible to get out, especially with the current in this room and the falling boulders. Yeah, just all of those together make this room heck if you leave the Tektites alone. So let's get rid of those. And of course, shooting at them far away as they're jumping up and down with the arrows, not the easiest thing in the world. Well, that and the fact that I'm very terrible at arrows. But now that they are all gone, let's just quickly swim across to the other side. Like I said, there's a current in this room, so be very, very careful not to get sucked into the vortex. Also, watch out for the boulders. They're not really that big of a threat if you time it correctly, but we made it across just fine, so good for us. Now let's just go into the next room. And once you get in here, what you're going to want to do is jump off to either one of the sides, either the left or the right. I'd recommend the left because there's more space, but there's a bunch of like manta ray, stingray things in the water, so you want to get rid of those as soon as you get in this room because, well, they're going to make your life heck if you just leave them alone. Once those are gone, you'll notice that there's a switch on the bottom of the floor over here. And there's also a bombable wall, which can only mean one thing. We've got a block puzzle. So let's just drop a bomb real quick. And check it out. There's a block over here. Now you can't really do much with this block just yet. Just pull it out as far as you can and, well, it's kind of stuck. So what are you going to do? Now, for whatever reason, they made this wall over here look different. Like, you can still bomb this wall and blow it up just the same. So I don't know why they even bothered. Like, it doesn't add any difficulty to this puzzle whatsoever. Like, as soon as you blow up that first wall and move the block, you kind of figure that the wall on the other side is going to be bombable as well. So, honestly, in my opinion, there was no point in even, like, making that a different texture or a different model or whatever than the first wall. It just seems like it was a waste of time. So now we just gotta juggle ourselves back and forth between the two passageways, pulling and then pushing this block into place. Another very tedious puzzle in the water temple. Who would have guessed it? Alright, so let's just pull this thing as far back as we can, and then go through the other side and push it into place. This is all just so unnecessary in my opinion. It's like they purposely went out of their way to make the most annoying temple. By raising the water level, making it easy to get lost, with all these annoying, tedious puzzles, they really wanted to make sure you had an awful time in this temple, didn't they? But completing the puzzle in this room will raise the water ever so slightly, allowing you access to these stairs over here. Yeah, that was totally worth it, right? All that work just to get up here. So, let's just, no, stop jumping down. Let's go through the door, please. Come on, man, work with me now. There we go. Alright, so we got a switch and some Tektites, and there's also some water geysers down there. But before we go across, let's go and get rid of the Tektites, although it would help if I was actually using my arrows and not my long shot. The long shot just stuns them, as you saw, so not really that useful. Well, that guy's dead. Good enough for me. Let's just go across. Now, they give you 3 geysers in this room, but you only need to use the first 2 to actually get across. The third one's there, I guess, if you don't trust yourself to make this jump. But anyways, let's just go into this next room. Now, what you're going to want to do is go all the way up to the edge of this platform here. If you take out your long shot and look on this back wall, there's actually another gold Skulltula to collect. And I may have made a mistake earlier on in this episode. I think I said that there was only 1 more gold Skulltula when I was referring to the one in the central tower. But no, there's actually 2, and this would be the last one of the temple. So I'm sorry if I made that mistake. Now that we have that, though, let's just wait for this boulder to go by and jump down this hole. And we are almost done with this temple, guys. Let's just avoid this last clam enemy. Float back up and check it out. There's a locked door right here. Well, what could that mean? Let's go through it. What's on the other side of this locked door? Well, none other than a chest. And this is no ordinary chest. No, it's a special chest. And of course, it contains the boss key. So there we go. We have finally got the boss key. We can finally go and challenge the boss. And both these pots just contain fairies if you need them, but we are good to go. So let's just pull out Farore's Wind and warp directly to the boss door. Yeah, how you like them apples, right? No need to raise the water level at all. Saved yourself a bunch of time with that. Let's just go through here, and now in this room we have this like slight slope to climb. You can't roll up this slope to go faster, otherwise it'll just slide back down. But basically what you want to do is just time yourself with the bottom spike thing, and then just walk all the way up. You'll be just fine. I think they intended you to use the iron boots, but honestly, you don't really have to. Anyways, here we are in the boss chamber. Link, look out! This isn't normal water over there! Oh, really? Oh, and what's going on? It's a scene straight out of Jaws! They really should have done something with the music to make it seem like Jaws. That would have been pretty funny. And out of all the things in the entire world that this boss could have been, it's a giant aquatic amoeba known as Morpha. Yeah, an amoeba. Like, think of all the aquatic animals that they could have picked. We could have had, like, a giant robot shark that shoots freaking lasers. But no, we get a little tiny squishy amoeba that's just this little tiny ball. He's not even threatening at all. Like, this boss isn't even hard either as a result. Like, all you gotta do, aim at him with hook shot when he tries to attack you, and then slash him with your sword. It's really not even that hard of a boss fight. Something interesting about Morpha that I guess I should mention is that it's actually rendered incorrectly on all the ports and remakes of Ocarina of Time. So on the original N64 cart, Morpha was actually a red and green ball. So those white lines that we're seeing are actually just a wrong render. I'm assuming they didn't fix it in the 3DS version of the game because most people now are probably playing one of the ports, whether it be on the GameCube or the Virtual Console. So they decided to keep it the same for continuity's sake, I guess. Anyways, as you get further along in the boss fight, Morpha will shoot out more than one tentacle, so you have to figure out which one actually contains the amoeba in it. The problem with this, however, is if you stand still for too long, well, that happens. One of the tentacles will indeed attack you. And this is where the Morpha fight can be a little bit dangerous. As you can see, these tentacles do a lot of damage, and you do not want to get in the water, by the way. This is a very dangerous spot for you to be in, so try and get out as fast as you can. Oh, come on, that wasn't even fair. I just got up here. Well, this is going swimmingly so far. Here I am telling you how easy this boss fight is, and I'm getting thrown around by its tentacles. That's just fantastic. Alright. We need to rethink our strategy here for a little bit. Let's just stay around the outer edge, because it's easier to fight this boss on the outer edge. If you want more of a challenge, I guess go on the inner, like, platforms, but why would you want to make this boss fight any harder on yourself? Let's just get him over here, and don't you dare think about attacking me, you stupid tentacle. I want none of that. Sometimes if you're lucky enough, you can actually pull Morph out twice, but it's really, really hard to do that. Alright, where is he going to come up this time? Pick a tentacle, dude. I'm fine with any one of them. Ah, there you are. Alright, get over here. You should be dead soon. Wow, that was nowhere near him, and it still worked. I will take that. Come on, get over here, you scum. Actually, can I pull it? No, I can't. Once he starts spinning around in a circle like that, it's impossible to pull him out of the water. When he's just sort of skipping along the top, that's when you can try for a second hit, but sometimes it just won't work. Alright, but here he is. Let's pull him out, and there we go. Boss fight is done. That could have been a little bit better, but hey, at least it's done. He has a really cool death animation, too. But hey, check it out, another temple completed. Not too bad. Now before you head into the light, make sure you figure out where the heart container is. It likes to hide in between these pillars. But there we go. There is our 16th heart container. Now let's just step into the light. Link, I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Well, you can keep it because we don't want it. Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now. I have to guard the water temple as the Sage of Water. And you're searching for the princess, Zelda. Ha! You can't hide anything from me. Oh no, she caught you red-handed, Link. Let's just hope she doesn't find out about Saria or Malon or anyone else. Princess Zelda, she's alive. I can sense it, so don't be discouraged. I can tell that nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully. And with that, we've received the Water Medallion. Rue awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. If you see Sheik, please give him my thanks, okay? As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Link, you did it! Ruto wanted to thank me. I see. We have to return peace to Hyrule for her sake too, don't we? Look at that, Link. Together, you and Princess Ruto destroyed the evil Ruto did jack all! It was me. I did everything, okay? Once again, the lake is filled with pure water. All is as it was here. They just had a moment. Well, until Sheik ruined it, that is. And as soon as you regain control of Link, run over to this pedestal, pull out your arrows, and shoot for the sun. And hey, check it out, what's that? Well, we'll have to go and find out now, won't we? Now, I believe I read that pedestal as a child, but if I didn't, what it says is, once the lake is full, aim for the morning light, or something along those lines. But if you do that, you get the fire arrows. Any targeted strikes will catch fire. And this is another reason why the bow is like my favorite Zelda item, because you get upgrades for it that just make it so much cooler. Now that we have that though, let's go and grab some gold Skulltulas here in Lake Hylia. Now that we have the long shot and the iron boots, there's two that we can pick up. The first one is on top of this tree. However, it needs to be nighttime, so let's go and play the sun song. And now, all we gotta do is hookshot onto the top of this tree. So, this probably isn't the best angle to do this. Yeah, I knew that was gonna work. Alright, so what you want to do is really, like, aim so you land on that branch. So you kind of want to get on the side right here. There we go. And let's just carefully walk to the end of this branch, and we will get this gold Skulltula. Or rather, the gold Skulltula will get us, I guess. That works too. But the last Skulltula that I want to pick up is all the way back at the Lakeside Lab. We couldn't get this one without the iron boots, so now that we have them, we'll go pick it up real quick. Unfortunately, there's no real quick way to get over there, so we'll just have to roll across these bridges. Isn't this just fun? I guess it's faster than swimming across, so hey, if you put things in perspective, it's not that bad. We're already here though, so let's just make our way inside now. And what you want to do is sink all the way to the bottom of his little aquarium here. And he's got an interesting little pet over here, check it out! He's got freaking jaws inside his little aquarium, just trapped there. I feel kind of bad for the guy, even though it looks like he's trying to eat me. Oh well. What you want to do is roll into this box, and hey, check it out, there's a gold Skulltula down here. How did you survive underwater? I don't know, apparently you don't need to breathe oxygen either. Maybe he is a Zora tunic, who knows? But now I've got that, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to get in Lake Hylia right now, so I think we're just gonna exit back out and then call it an episode. So once again guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.